What happens when your systematic attempt to secure a functional, vow-anchored sanctuary traps you inside a high-stakes, divine sabotage matrix under the tight surveillance of an aggressive cosmic hegemony, and your only hope of survival is to maintain a strict, hyper-vigilant personal defense strategy before an encroaching shadow threat permanently dismantles your biological boundaries? In this breathlessly paced, high-stakes paranormal noir and celestial thriller masterpiece of absolute structural irony, territorial paranoia, and heavy administrative friction, the traditional boundaries of standard romance fantasy fiction shatter under an avalanche of pure essence investment calculations and hyper-vigilant covenant defense mechanics. The narrative follows a fiercely independent, highly analytical protagonist whose structured eternal reality hits a sudden logistical wall as her hard-won tranquility is systematically targeted by external hostile actors. Driven by a raw survival instinct to safeguard her sacred autonomy, secure high-friction asset protection, and avoid total submission to predatory administrative framing from an unseeing web of elite vulture lords and ruthless afterlife predators, she constructs a desperate, hyper-vigilant plan of strategic defense. The true brilliance of this fast-paced investigative survival playbook summary lies in Dixon's exceptional mastery of mass-scale situational claustrophobia, localized tempo coordination grids, and agonizing forced proximity physical friction. As the primary targets navigate their high-pressure compromise behind closed portal doors and heavily secured metaphysical borders, her standard defensive armor completely melts into an elite, terrifying game of pure physical and mental survival against competitors tracking her every breakthrough in divinity resistance. Every clandestine encounter, secure perimeter scanner sweep of the altar boundary, and localized territory boundary transaction inside the aspect and anchor theater becomes a minefield of potential exposure, exposing deep institutional exploitation, historic generational infernal debts, and a toxic inner circle of hidden administrative entities protecting their own dark, lucrative agendas. Trapped in close quarters with an incoming alpha threat who actively monitors her vow submission to shield his own private target control from a tightening trap, the protectors unhinged own the afterlife and eliminate the threat protective instincts flare back to life, forcing a final high-pressure alliance where a single mismanaged ritual allocation or broken tactical trust means the absolute execution of their final defenses. For hard-boiled relationship procedures, dark institutional collapse mechanics, and fiercely resilient paranormal enthusiasts who live for complex multi-layered plots handled with narrative precision, this final volume delivers an unput-downable listening experience where all ordinary safety nets vanish completely.